So while we deal with a few technical difficulties here, where both runners have started the race, they're starting on Ceres Station. Gotta avoid those magnet stairs, all sorts of other stuff. Wow, look at that! Just like magic! Woo! Now we can start the race. All right, now we're all settled in. Grab your popcorn, pour your favorite beverage, because we got a very, very exciting race for you here. Both these runners are going to damage themselves down to low HP. That way they skip the entire Ridley cutscene. They're able to make their escape off of Ceres Station faster. Cross taking a little bit of steam damage there, but Nevdi avoiding the steam at the magnet stairs, making their way through the tile room now. Nevdi taking a little bit of steam damage. Cross skillfully spin jumping up to the elevator. Both runners finishing Ceres very, very quickly. All right, both runners making their way down to the planet Zebes. Absolutely wonderful weather this time of year on Zebes for this top 16 matchup. First round action. These runners will make their way into Criteria. They'll have to pick up a few major and minor items before continuing on to Brinstar. And we'll see very quickly if either runner is going to use the movement technique known as Moonfall, while both runners entering into the reverse climb here in Old Torian. Looks like both runners are going to use Moonfall. That shaves off a tremendous amount of time compared to just falling normally. Both runners hitting the elevator, going down to Blue Brinstar to grab the first major item, which is, of course, the Morphing Ball, or sometimes shortened to Morph Ball. Morph Ball answers the age-old question, why can't Metroid crawl? And the answer, of course, is because of the Morph Ball. It allows Samus to roll up into a ball, able to traverse through one tile gap, so it's an extremely important movement item, also an exploration item for this game, whether casually or speedrunning. Now both runners grabbing the very first missile pack. So now they can open pink doors with 5 missiles, destroy certain enemies, and these two pickups, this major minor combo of pickups, triggers the rest of the game to start, as you'll see as they make their way back up the elevator to Old Torian. So, Planet Zebes is alive with pirates and monsters and all sorts of challenges and trials and tribulations. And speaking of trials and tribulations, both runners now making their way to the first major obstacle in any percent category, which is the climb. So you can see that both these runners with really good movement. Nevdi taking a little bit of a fall there, both going with right sidewall climbs. Cross product making his way back to Criteria very quickly. Nevdi getting a little bit hung up on that one tile gap. Definitely losing a little bit of time there. Cross making his way through Parlor, dropped spin jump, wasn't able to wall jump. And now going into a mock ball to go head to the Bomb Teresa room to pick up bombs. Nevdi finishes his climb, and now he's into Parlor. Some very nice ledge grabbing and wall jumping there from Nevdi. A quick mock ball through that one tile gap, down through reverse Alcatraz, if you will, and into Bomb Terizo room while cross product, picking up those bombs. He'll be able to lay bombs all over the place, but has to challenge this bird within a bird statue, the Bomb Terizo statue. Full health, so he grabs all missile drops, spacing them out, leaving some hanging in the air, but misses one. It doesn't matter. Getting the no decapitation animation, an extremely fast fight from Cross. Now Nevdi taking on Bomb Terizo, opening with 5 shots, getting all missile drops as well. So just pounding Bomb Terizo with missiles. Goes for another cycle, picking up those missiles again, and defeating Bomb Terizo in short order. Cross product with a second try Alcatraz. Alcatraz escape can be very challenging, but a really nice recovery from Cross. We'll see Nevdi now attempting Alcatraz while Cross product makes his way down Terminator to grab that first energy tank of the game. Nevdi with first try Alcatraz. Let's give it up for both runners. Terrific movement here. Less than 10 minutes into the first race. Really looking sharp. Cross product's going to damage himself. Use those iframes to skip through these green pirates. No sweat. And he'll be headed down to Green Brinstar for the first major sequence break of the game, which is the early Super Smock Ball. Nevdi picks up his energy tank, and we'll see him do the same thing. Damage himself against those pirates. Use those invincibility frames. Easy peasy lemon squeezy for breezy, says Nevdi as he makes his way towards Green Brinstar. Cross product about an elevator cutscene and maybe a room ahead. So Cross opening up that pink door, gets the jump through the door transition, nails the early Super Smock Ball, so he'll go grab those supers, won't have to go to the DLC boss of Spospo. Those super missiles, while being a very powerful weapon in terms of DPS or damage per second, will also allow Cross Product to open green doors and pink doors with only 1 missile or 1 super instead of 5 missiles. Nevdi with a beautiful early Super Smock Ball as well. Both runners breaking the sequence of the game, grabbing those supers. And Cross Products contending with the biggest challenge of the game thus far is a giant wall. And bombing through that, no problem. Makes his way into the ubiquitous room in Pink Brinstar of Big Pink. And he'll be heading down to grab another missile pack and also the charge beam. Nevdi's into Big Pink as well. Cross Products making his way downtown. Finish the lyrics, Chad. I know you know them. Grabbing that charge beam. With the charge beam equipped, Cross Product will it'll let Samus charge her beam, and that'll allow more damage to be dealt to enemies. So a nice little high five here as Nevdi makes his way down and grabs the charge beam. Cross Product missing the first mock ball and Green Hill getting the backup. Showing off that charge beam, blowing away that side hopper. Really setting a nice pace here early. Now Nevdi's going into Green Hill Zone while Cross Product crosses the new bridge, the great equalizer for casual runners of this game. Casual players, I should say. Both runners' health looks excellent. Nevdi's got a slight advantage, 30 more HP than Cross. But won't see a Sloater's refill or Sloaty's refees visit from either of these runners as long as they can maintain their health. It looks like Cross Product has thought about it, but electing to skip the Spazer beam. It looked like he maybe was going for more firepower, but ultimately, after that first wall jump, just decides, no, I don't think I'm going to pick up Spazer. Cross is headed straight into Kraid's warehouse without picking up Spazer. Nevdi destroying that CAC attack, picking up the super missile. He's got full ammunition, at least on supers. Half as many missiles. It definitely has an ammo advantage compared to Cross. Cross has got 3 and 3. Cross into Kraid's warehouse, coming into the party zone. Skillfully jumping through those key hunters, shooting the ground, blowing away the blocks. Very, very nice movement from Cross. Nevdi's into Kraid's warehouse while Cross Product's about to destroy Mini Kraid, pick up full supers, but he's missing a missile. So maybe we're going to see a charge beam Kraid quick kill since Cross doesn't have the requisite 2 missiles. Nevdi about to face off against Mini Kraid while Cross Product setting up for his Kraid quick kill. He's got the charge beam. It looked like it was on the same frame as Kraid opening up to attack with those rocks. Nice recovery from Cross Product, landing all 4 supers, avoiding the dance at the prom with Kraid. And now Nevdi setting up, using that morph ball to cut down on lag reduction strats. He's got the frame, but he missed he missed 2 of the supers. Bad luck for Nevdi. Nevdi's gonna go dancing. Going to the old unsquare dance with Kraid. Cross Product's got his Varia suit, so he's already headed out and going to Norfair. Nevdi, gotta watch his energy here, 72 energy. Just a little bit more damage needing to be dealt to Kraid. And Nevdi finishes off Kraid. Cross Product manipulating the Key Hunter's position by jumping through that door transition. Doesn't take any damage back through Party Zone. And now Nevdi's got his Varia suit, upgrading to that beautiful Pontiac Grand Prix Pontiac Aztec burnt orange paint job. The swaggiest of the swag thus far in the game. There'll be more to see, folks. Don't worry, get another paint job change a little bit later in this game. Cross Product supering that wall, making his way under, going to Upper Norfair. Nevdi hot on his heels, trailing a little bit behind, jumping through the door. But drop that spin jump, goes for the wall jump. Morph balls underneath those Key Hunters, takes a little bit of damage, but his HP is looking fine. We'll see if he visits the janitor's closet, as it's now known, to pick up the Kraid E-Tank. Cross Product destroying that Sova and unlocking the door. He won't have to track down that Sova after he grabs his Air LeBrons, his high jump boots. So it's said that in these Super Metroid races that it really comes down to boss fights and movement. Well, Nevdi's got the movement for sure, but unfortunately a little bit of a miscue missing that Kraid quick kill, so he's got some time to make up against Cross. Cross really setting a blistering pace here early, picking up that high jump boot energy tank, and so now he'll be headed to Cathedral. So another high five here. Nevdi getting the shot on the Sova, unlocking the door. Very nice. And he'll pick up his Air Jordans, Air LeBrons, whatever you want to call them. They allow Samus to jump much, much higher and also to leave the ground with a higher vertical speed than if she didn't have them equipped. Those high jump boots plus speed booster can make for some very, very tall leaps. You might even say Samus has the ability to, make it over buildings in a single bound, but maybe that's a different character from a different game. I don't know. Fortunately, there's no mini game where Samus has to fly through rings in this game. Cross Product showing off a very cool strat for Bubble Mountain, using a pseudo screw to avoid taking any damage from running into enemies. And summits Bubble Mountain no problem, dethrones King Cac, picking up that crucial super missile drop. And now Cross is headed in to get speed booster, while Nevdi making his way through the Cathedral, also charging up his charge beam to use that pseudo screw. You can see it in action here, folks. Very nice tech, using a mock ball to go underneath those platforms. No muss, no fuss. Don't worry about jumping across them, says Nevdi. He's just going to mock ball under about half the room. But Cross with the speed booster, which boosts Samus's speed, but also allows for the Shine Spark movement technique. Oh, Nevdi getting trolled by one of those, I believe they're called Rippers. Oh no, Rippers move side to side. I forget what those enemies are called, but those darn blasted flying enemies having to fall back down Bubble Mountain. Gets its second try though. Now Cross Product is heading towards Wave Beam, while Nevdi is going to grab his speed booster. But that Shine Spark allows for traversing in multiple directions, vertically, diagonally, and horizontally, and is a crucial movement item for this KPDR boss order. in order to make it across the moat and the ocean. Maniacal42 in chat, waivers. Thank you, Maniacal. Waivers. Those dang blasted waivers. We got to call the Orchid Man to get those waiver problems under control. Have them exterminated from the planet Zebes. Cross Product picking up his wave beam. Not only does the wave beam allow Samus's shots to travel through platforms and gates, but it also gives it a beautiful sinusoidal flight pattern. Very interesting. That's right, Maniacal. I am advocating for species collapse, ecosystem collapse, by eliminating all of the waivers from planet Zebes. Cross Product making his way into the Frog Speedway, going to activate that speed booster and just blast through the blocks, decimate the frogs, no problem. While Nevdi having a just a tiny bit of trouble with that wall jump. Cross Product also having wall jump problems of his own, missing that first one in Business Center, but now he's at the elevator. Now he's heading back to Brinstar. So it looks like Cross Product setting up for the Alpha Spark. He's got the Shine Spark charged and stored. Destroys the Cack Attack, opens the door. Oh, but he bonked the door. The missile was just a tiny bit late. The door opened just as Samus reached there and he bonked the wall, but a great attempt from Cross. Nevdi heading into Frog Speedway, while Cross Product wall jumping skillfully up Red Tower. Again, still setting a really nice pace here. Cross Product going with the hero shot, following his beam up, but I think it got eaten by one of those rippers. I believe that's the name of that enemy. So he shot it on the way back down. Very nice backup from Cross. Nevdi's up through Business Center, so he's going to be heading back into Brinstar. Cross Product with a swaggy D-boost through Hellway. And now Cross Product entering the Alpha PB's room, the first and only Powerbomb pickup if the runner can budget his or her ammo very well. Nevdi setting up for the Alpha Spark. He's got to destroy the Cack Attack, shoot the door. Oh, but he ran out of Shine Spark timer. He only gets 3 total seconds to get that spark off. But still, brilliant attempts from both runners. Cross showing off very good spin jump control, using down grabs, ledge grabs, whatever kind of grabs you want to manipulate Samus's hitbox to make landing on those platforms much quicker. And he's headed to Criteria. He's going to cross the moat towards a wrecked ship. Nevdi with a beautiful hero shot. First try Red Tower. He's into Hellway now, setting up for the D-boost. Gets the first one and the second one back to back, no hesitation. And now Nevdi will make his way down to the Alpha PBs. Cross Product setting up for a little Shine Spark short charge. Oh, but he Goop Sparks into the ceiling. Goop Sparks aren't just for Dragon fights, boys and girls. Now he's setting up for the full Ocean Fly. He's got the super off. He's picked up the missile packs in the middle of the moat. Let's see if he gets it. Oh, just like the Alpha Spark. You live by the Ocean Fly, you die by the Ocean Fly. So he'll have to use backup here. Another short charge, deciding to jump across those platforms to conserve some HP. Nevdi's got his Alpha PB, so he's heading up to Criteria, while Cross Product's already in direct ship and headed down to face the ghost with the most, Fantoon. So Cross's energy and ammunition is looking terrific. Looks like he's setting up for a speed keep here. A little speedball through the cracks, straight up supers the Ghidorah right into Fantoon's room. And Nevdi with a really nice spark across the moat, setting up for the short charge to cross the ocean. Taking a couple big leaps Very nice. Bonks on the wall to conserve energy, so very good strat from Nevdi. And he'll be headed down to Fantoon, while Cross Product has to deal with a slow pattern from Fantoon as the opener. He's got Power Bomb selected, so he's going to open with an X Factor. Scratch that. Opens with a charge shot, then lands his X Factor particles, landing all 4 particles on Fantoon's eye. Really nice fight so far from Cross. Oh, Fantoon opened with a mid pattern, quickly reappears, trolling Cross a little bit, but Cross setting up, grabs another X Factor. Wow! What a tremendous Fantoon fight from Cross. Only 2 charge shots and 2 X Factors landing, and there, bye-bye Fantoon. You can call Cross Product Ghostbusters because he's busting ghosts left and right. But Nevdi having to deal with a ghost of his own. He's also got Power Bomb selected, so he may be going for the same strat as Cross. Gonna open with that charge shot, and then followed up with an X Factor. But he didn't get the charge shot at first, switching to missiles. Let's see what Fantoon has in store for Nevdi. He hasn't reappeared yet. Oh, there he is. Now he chooses to reappear. Looks like Nevdi's just pounding him with missiles, setting up for a Doppler, a really nice backup from Nevdi. Now he's going to try his opening strat, selects Power Bombs. Oh, and I think he landed all 4 particles on that X Factor. Very nice. He's got Fantoon super, super red, so Fantoon's only got a little bit of HP left. Meanwhile, Cross Product heading into the attic while Nevdi is going to put the finishing touches on Fantoon. Supering Fantoon, Nevdi just delivers the super missile right to Fantoon's eye, destroys Fantoon once and for all. Cross Product with an attic spark attempt, but missed one of the atomics. He'll have to backtrack and super it. The swaggy D-boost off that electricity. And Nevdi's got to be thinking to himself that bustin' truly feels good because that ghost is busted. Nevdi's going to be heading up to attic himself. Cross Product, a little excursion back into Criteria to make it back into the wreck ship to what everybody that plays this game calls bowling. And when Cross Product goes bowling, he'll be rewarded with not a gutter ball, but a strike, a turkey in the 10th frame in the form of a suit upgrade. Cross Product with a beautiful bowling spark, really setting a brilliant pace here. And Cross Product deciding to drop a line in chat during the bowling cutscene saying, "Yo, that pancake room was beast!" Yes, it was, Cross. Terrific job. Keep up the excellent work. But watch out, because Nevdi is catching up to you quickly. Nevdi opens with a power bomb in the attic, gets the short charge, sparking through all the atomics and the last key hunter. Very nice attic spark from Nevdi. But now Cross Product picking up his gravity suit, upgrading his swag by 1,001% and getting that purple paint job. Just like in Grand Theft Auto, you just pop into the paint spray and you leave a different color. Well, Cross Product gets the gravity suit, and now Samus has that awesome super swag purple paint job. Wonderful. Cross has got to be careful here. His ammunition looks terrific, but his HP is pretty low heading down to Meridia. While Nevdi not going with the bowling spark, just going with big old leaps straight across bowling, taking a little damage from spikes, but he's got plenty of HP. And now Nevdi having a nice breather here in the bowling cutscene. Cross Product's got 1 full E-tank, so he's looking a little bit better than when he left Wreck Ship. But really terrific movement from both of these runners early and mid in this game. You can see why these runners made the top 16. They're just really dazzling us with this performance. Cross Product went for the D-boost through the Hellway and just kind of glided through it, rode it out, and now showing off a moonfall after getting the second D-boost in the Hellway. That moonfall down Red Tower, dripping with swag, but also very quickly. Farms the frog, and now we'll see him head straight into Meridia, gonna break open that tube with a power bomb. Nevdi also upgrading his swag by 100,001%. He's got the purple paint job. So in the words of Crunchy Lex, this is now the most stylish stream on Twitch right now. Because both Samuses are wearing that purple paint job. Beautiful, beautiful sprite work by the art department that made this game. Cross Product is into Meridia, misses a couple of wall jumps, but, you know, he's not worried about it. He's just, you know, I'm just going to take my time with it. And just wall jumping up there, making it past that fish. Nevdi with a brilliant D-boost into hell, or out of Hellway, I should say. Cross Product, no messing about, goes with the Everest Spark. No problem. A diagonal spark to summit Mount Everest and continue on through Meridia. So Nevdi's maybe 3 rooms behind. I'd say maybe 3 to 4. A couple of door transitions behind, but anything can happen in this game. Could be a bad boss fight for Cross, could be a great boss fight for Nevdi, and he could really make up some huge amount of time on Cross. And speaking of bosses, Cross Product's into the Botoon room to face off with that crafty water sausage with the hitboxes we love to hate. Opens up with an X Factor, delivering all 4 particles, and then a couple supers, but Botoon trolling him a bit with a bad pattern, turning his back on him. But Cross Product waiting patiently and finishing off Botoon really quickly. Nevdi up and away, sparks up over Everest. Very nice movement from Nevdi as he makes his way into the aqueduct, and he'll face off with Botoon in short order. Cross Product looks like he's setting up for a short charge to cross that treacherous quicksand. No farming. He's got 25 and 5 heading into Dragon. Looks like he's setting up for full halfie. Oh, he's gonna he has to go with the full safety. He's safe strat. Saves falling back down that wall, that little mini climb up to the Coliseum entrance. He had to spark at the last minute because he dropped the down grab there. Nevdi going in against Botoon. He's got to be careful though. He's only got 94 HP. He's just got to deliver a bit more damage, missing some of the supers. So he's got to use charge wave shots. And Cross Product beginning his fight against Dragon. He's got to destroy the turrets, but he's got plenty of ammunition to do that. Nevdi, no sweat, finishes off Botoon, so he's going to grab that E-tank, charge up that energy, get all 4 tanks filled. Cross Product's going to open with the X Factor Shine Spark 1-2 combo against Dragon to get that belly to change red already. Nevdi getting health bombed by those bugs. He's got to go back and grab some supers, but using those Shine Spark Echoes, very cool strat. An incredible Dragon fight from Cross Product. He gets the blue suit. That was wicked, wicked fast. Cross Product really setting the tone for this race. Nevdi goes for halfie, but bonks the door at the last second. Such tough luck for Nevdi. He's going to have to wall jump all the way across the Coliseum. And let it be known to anyone listening here, past, present, and future, that the reason why this room in Super Metroid is called the Coliseum is because it has sand. Remember, if something has sand, it's likely a Coliseum. Cross Product activating that Shine Spark from the blue suit, gets the reverse full halfie, so he's going to head straight to Plasma Beam. Or is he? Maybe we'll see a Plasma Beam skip from him. Oh, maybe not. He's going for Plasma Beam. He's going to space jump his way through Cack Attack Alley, while Nevdi's going to open up against Dragon with that same 1-2 combination of a Shine Spark and X Factor. Nevdi hits I believe he hit the X Factor, but missed the Shine Spark. Or maybe didn't open with the X Factor. I didn't actually see it. I was looking at Cross Product screen. Looks like he's going to run underneath once Dragon's done gooping and deliver those super missiles, getting the belly of Dragon to turn really red. Goes for the spark. I don't think that he connected with Dragon on that spark attempt. But now Dragon duping. He flies through. Let's see if he gets one more charge. Oh, bad goop pattern from Dragon. Didn't allow Nevdi to store another Shine Spark. He's fully out of ammo. So we'll see what he does here. Looks like he's going to go with charge shots. But Dragon really swooping. He's got to watch his HP here. He's got 76 energy. He finishes off Dragon after getting gooped. Really nice recovery from Nevdi. Cross Product's got his plasma beam while Nevdi picks up his space jump. And in the words of Antinomy, a tournament organizer for this Super Metroid Prodigy Tournament, the best thing about the space jump is it allows Samus to jump through space. And that is a vital movement technique. But more importantly, it allows the stringing together of continuous jumps, which can make Samus just fly through rooms, as Nevdi shows off in this Coliseum backtrack, just chaining those jumps together very skillfully. And so now Nevdi's going to head and grab his plasma beam, but Cross Product has already made it pretty much all the way through Meridia and back down into Brinstar very briefly. A beautiful diagonal shot on that green gate. Cross Product with the snipe. He's going to head down to Norfair to pick up his ice beam. Nevdi making short work of Cack Attack Alley, destroying those cacks, and picking up some super missiles. While Cross Product is using super missiles to open up that green door and heads to grab his ice beam. No funny business from Nevdi, not going for Plasma Spark since it saves such an insignificant amount of time just using wall jumps and space jumps as he flies up this vertical segment before the Plasma Beam. Cross Product unable to get the midair morph into that one tile gap, having to destroy all three of those Sovas to progress. And Nevdi upgrading the power of his beam combination by a lot, mathematically speaking. But he's got to destroy those purple plasma guarding pirates. But now Cross selecting power bombs, so you know he's going south route, which makes perfect sense. If he needs the Nutella refill, or if he or any other runner needs the Nutella refill, it's there. But Cross Product has great HP. I doubt we'll see a Nutella refill visit, especially if he goes for the space boost after the Croc speed ray. I think he's got it, folks. He's flying through. A terrific, terrific effort from Cross with that space boost. Nevdi, though, finishing up his Meridia adventure. Just a few spin jumps, a few door transitions away from getting back to Norfair to get his ice beam. Cross Product laying that power bomb, getting down into that lava, damage boosting off of that enemy's shot, and space jumping straight up the gullet through that lava pool and making his way to the most challenging section of the game, Lower Norfair, the lair of Ridley the Space Pelican. And a little bit of elevator sync, but unfortunately Nevdi going to the upper Norfair elevator, not the lower Norfair elevator. Nevdi with a beautiful speed keep here, a speed ball across those platforms. Really nice movement from Nevdi. Looks like Cross setting up for fast pillar spark. Doesn't get it, so he's going to go with the backup of the power bombs to get through those pillars. The acid is rising, though. He's got to be careful. He's only got 353 energy. Nevdi's got his ice beam. Health, though, looking a little bit low, so we might see a Nutella refill from Nevdi if he decides to go south route here. Cross product having a little bit of difficulty in the worst room in the game. It lives up to its name, of course. But nice recovery from Cross. He's got the space jump. He doesn't drop it entering Amphitheater, so we'll see him just go around that stalactite very skillfully. And Nevdi also going south route, about to make to the Croc Speedway. We'll see if he gets a speed keep here. Goes for it. I think he's got it, folks. Oh! Crash and burned a little bit there right before that first seahorse, lava horse, whatever kind of horse. And yes, Nevdi wisely deciding to refill at the Nutella refill. Cross Product's got just enough ammunition to continue through Lower Norfair here. He's entering Wasteland with one power bomb, so he can destroy the statue to continue. Nevdi entering into the entrance to the Lower Norfair elevator, I guess you could say. No chronic boost from either runner, but Nevdi using that pseudo screw to take no damage from that fireball. Cross product going in against the Metal Pirates. Finishes off one. Now he'll go in against the other one. They're only vulnerable when they're flashing gold or when they're gold colored. Makes you wonder why Mother Brain would make any of her space pirates vulnerable at all. Just give them all kung fu fighting ability like the Metal Pirates. So Cross has got great ammo and great health, so I don't think we'll see a farm from him here. He'll just go straight in to tangle with Ridley. Nevdi going in, tried to go for fast pillars, maybe. I thought I saw a little bit of speed echo there. Maybe it was just a graphical glitch on my end. But using those power bombs to go across those pillars. And Cross Product opening up against Ridley with some charged plasma beam shots, manipulating that pogo, just rolling underneath. Gets the first color change while Nevdi making very short work of the worst room of the game. Cross Product continuing to deliver haymakers, going for the knockout blow against Ridley. Just pounding with plasma shots. He's got the total color change. He's morphed up, and that'll do it for Cross for Ridley. Just really brilliant boss fights from Cross. All four bosses got the Kraid quick kill, 2-round Fantoon, not even a 2-round Dragon perhaps. And Cross skipping the Ridley tank. He's got 392 HP. No problems for him at all. He's going to head straight up all the way back to Criteria. Nevdi showing off that swag, showing off that strat, using the charge beam to lay 5 bombs, destroy those bricks, and he's got just enough ammunition himself to continue on through this wasteland. He's just got to avoid taking damage off these Disgigas, because his HP is not looking terrible, but definitely lower than Cross's was entering Lower Norfair. And a brilliant high five here at the wasteland. Cross, no messing about, just destroying those Disgigas, going for the speedball through the bricks. So just a really blistering time being set by Cross here. Nevdi went for the Shine Sparks against the Metal Pirates. So he's just gonna reload the whole room. Nevdi said, "That didn't go my way. I want a do-over." Looks like he's gonna just use plasma shots against these pirates. Gets the first one in the back. Brilliant. A single shot for each Metal Pirate. Really nice by Nevdi, showing off if the enemy is moving away from you and you shoot him with a charged plasma shot, because of the properties of the plasma beam, how it's able to pass through enemies, it actually double hits or multi-hits the enemy. So that's how he was able to destroy those Metal Pirates with a single plasma shot. Cross product into the run-ender, if ever there was one. The 3 Musketeers, the 3 Key Hunters in the escape, just taking a single shot off of him. And he's through. He's completed his Lower Norfair escape. Nevdi, though, beginning his Lower Norfair fight, didn't see a farm from him. So far, so good. Landing at least 3 or 4 charged plasma shots on Ridley. Getting the pogo pattern. sticking to the corner. Ridley continues to pogo, so Nevdi responds in kind, throwing those haymakers, those knockout punches, charged plasma shots, delivering tremendous amounts of damage to Ridley. This could be a very short fight. And just getting that corner trap, that's the third corner trap that Nevdi's got for this fight. Leaps up into Ridley's claws, but Ridley was not completely dead yet. So he tries it again, leaping up into the air right into Ridley's claws. Boom. No problem. Tough actin' Tinactin, if for you fans of John Madden. And Cross Product with an inexplicable save at the Frog Speedway, the Frogway. But hey, never hurts to take a safety save. Really impressed by Nevdi's Ridley fight, and now he's making his way all the way back up Lower Norfair. While Cross Product contending with some vertical sections of his own, he's back into Meridia, but now with Space Jump, makes revisiting these rooms very, very quick. Nevdi's got full power bomb, so no problem getting through that statue, blowing away those Deskigas, bombing through the bricks. Really nice wasteland from Nevdi. Looks like Cross got trolled by one of those enemies there, dropped his space jump. Let's see what he does to the poor Sephi fish. Just ignores it. That's a true competitor. That's a true sportsman. Very good sportsmanship from Cross to just leave the Sephi fish alone. Nevdi showing off the tech, just delivering a single shot against those key hunters to just get them to flash, and then he can pass through them unscathed. Now Cross Product making his way back to Criteria. He's gonna probably skip the ship. We'll see. Nevdi continuing his Lower Norfair escape. He's got the toughest part of the escape here, the rising acid, the flame-throwing statues, and then of course the Three Musketeers. Went for it, but that time got a little bit bopped by the first key hunter, but blazes by the other two. And Cross Product with the stanchion strat, blasting through the parlor with that beautiful space boost and blowing down that wall. Very nice, but Nevdi with a really nice escape of his own. He's back into Upper Norfair. Cross Products into G4. Really nice time. Nevdi, though, into the Frogway. Nice speed keep, nice space boost. Very, very nice movement from Nevdi. He's just got to make his way up through Business Center. He'll go straight back to Meridia. A quick farm from Nevdi, and he's up in the elevator cutscene. No problem. Cross Product must have picked up an extra missile pack somewhere because he's got almost 25 missiles. His ammo count is looking terrific as he makes his way down to Torian and into the first Metroid room. So Cross Product not going for grouping strats against his first Metroid, just kind of taking it a little tentatively, but very safely. And now he's got full ammunition heading into the second Metroid room where we will see him group. And so now into the third the penultimate Metroid room, and he's just going for it, flying through those Metroids, delivering those super missiles. Ammunition still looking perfect. Nevdi, though, ammunition looks great, so I don't think we'll have a ship refill. Oh no, Cross got grabbed. He's got to bop those Metroids off of him by rolling into a bomb. Good recovery from Cross. He's got perfect ammo heading into the baby cutscene, or maybe we'll see a baby skip attempt from Cross. All right, Nevdi heading past the ship into Criteria. We'll see if we get the space boost, the stanchion strat from Nevdi. Oh, just barely missing. It goes for the backup, though. It has to go with the tertiary strat of just bombing through that wall. Very, very tough luck for Nevdi, but great backups on backups. No problem. Cross product, unfortunately, getting grabbed by the baby Metroid, so HP all the way down to 1, and also facing the wrong way. But you know what? It's at the runner's discretion. It's not this commentator's position to say what is right or what is wrong for this game. But facing right does save the 40 frames. That 2/3 of a second could mean the difference in some cases. Nevdi's into G4, time looking really swell, but unless something terrible goes wrong for Cross against Mother Brain 1 or 2, I think Cross may have put this out of reach. Looks like Cross is setting up for a speed Zeb skip. He didn't get. He's gonna have to go with the backup. Just go with the spin jump method. Takes the damage, gets on top of that Rinka, and he's through. So he's gonna tangle with Mother Brain 1. Gonna crack the glass open, wisely freezing the Rinkas. As long as they're frozen, they won't respawn more. You just gotta worry about that top Rinka. Now delivers the business to Mother Brain, finishing off with a ton of missiles left over. Nevdi's into the first Metroid room. Looks like he's gonna group them. They're taking a lot of damage there, but still with perfect ammo. Cross product beginning his Mother Brain 2 fight. He's got to deliver 20 charged plasma shots to Mother Brain's face and avoid that catch-up beam. For both of these runners, a double hit from a catch-up will end their run. However, Cross product did elect to take a safety save at the Frogway. But starting off with a really solid fight so far, avoiding that French fry, bouncing off of that exploding hamburger. Looks like he's into the ketchup phase now. Holds on to that charged plasma shot, lets that ketchup harmlessly pass over him, and he's through Mother Brain 2. Nevdi, though, with a brilliant succession of Metroid rooms, and now he's going to set up for Baby Skip. Nevdi's setting up the spin jumps while Cross gets to sit through the baby cutscene. He's got the jump rope pattern. He's just got to clear that moss away with that plasma beam. Let's see if he can get... Oh, the baby snaps back and gets him at the last second. Nevdi inching up towards the door to save time, facing right to save frames. A brilliant attempt by Nevdi. I thought he had it, but that baby Metroid just snapped back and grabbed him at the last second, so he's got to refill his energy now. Meanwhile, over on Cross Product screen, the baby Metroid has fully restored Cross's health and is protecting Samus from Mother Brain, who's suddenly come back to life, delivering a absolute fusillade of onion ring shots and destroying the poor baby Metroid, but that will grant Cross Product the Hyper Beam. Nevdi with a really swaggy moonfall right before the Zebetite room. He's setting up for Zeb Skip. Having a little bit of trouble setting that first Rinka and getting the spin jump. He took the damage. Brilliant second attempt by Nevdi. Cross Product delivering Hyper Beam shots directly to Mother Brain's face. And he's through the Mother Brain 3 fight while Nevdi begins his Mother Brain 1 fight. No missed shots, no snipes from Nevdi, but he's got to select his regular missiles to finish off Mother Brain 1. All right, Nevdi opening up with those plasma shots. His Cross going for the first spark of the escape. No problem, no muss, no fuss. Nevdi, though, dodging those onion rings. Mother Brain 2 has definitely come to play this time, delivering a hamburger. And Nevdi skillfully jumps over, threads the needle, avoids the onion rings and the ketchup shot, and finishes off Mother Brain. A brilliant fight from Nevdi. Cross product with some moonfall strats during his escape and just powering up that wall using wall climbs. Wall jumps, I should say. Very, very nice movement. Now Cross setting up, gets the behemoth spark all the way to the top, while Nevdi starts the final cutscene of the game. Cross product making his way up through Parlor. He's just got a couple more jumps, a little bit of movement to the right, and he'll be at the ship, and it'll be GG. Ah, but wait, there's more. Cross product heading down. It looks like he's gonna save the animals. He's got a shine spark stored, so he's gonna spark across. Or maybe just try to spark away with the animals to their ship. This is unprecedented. Terrific from Cross. Now he'll head back up towards the ship. Just a quick morph under those tiles, and the ship is in sight. And there we are, folks. Cross product finishes as your race winner with an official SRL time of 51 minutes and 41 seconds. But wait, we still got one more runner who's got to finish this race. Nevdi opening up with Hyper Beam against Mother Brain 3 has got to land, I believe, 18 shots to Mother Brain's face. Nevdi showing off the tech, you alternating between aiming up and aiming forward, keeping a really close distance and a good jumping rhythm so that Mother Brain cannot attack and slow him down. A really brilliant fight by Nevdi. So now Nevdi on the escape. He's also got Moonfall enabled and knows how to use it. So we'll see if we get a Moonfall in that really tough, that Leodox room. But first he's got to get that first spark. Does so, no problem. Maintains his spin jump control, space jump control. Let's see that Moonfall. Sets up for it. Oh, but he didn't go. He did get it. I thought he didn't get a spin jump up, but no, falling at extremely rapid speed. No problem for Nevdi. Now he's setting up for the Behemoth Spark. Oh no, just a standard reverse climb spark. No muss, no fuss. Looks like Nevdi thought about saving the animals, but now he's making his way to the ship, taking a D-boost off the steam through the door. And never has the ship ever looked sweeter. A little bit of memery from Nevdi. And Nevdi finishes the race with an official SRL time of 54 minutes and 20 seconds. Yes, chat, GG's to both runners. All right, we'll just see about the runners coming in for an interview. I believe Cross has got to turn his microphone on, but it looks like he's in the lobby waiting to join us live here today. GG's and welcome, Cross Product winner and advancing to the next round of the Super Metroid Prodigy Tournament 2019.
Hey, thank you so much. Hope you had fun.
Oh yes, absolutely. It's always fun when you guys race, especially two runners of your caliber. I believe your PBs were only 26 seconds apart.
That might be right. I did actually check the spreadsheet right before the race started. I think he had a much better improvement than I did, though, which is really nice. Although I don't remember.
So I guess, Cross, the question on everybody's mind.
There's a question?
There's always questions after a race like this. But the save at the Frogway, an interesting place for a safety save.
Yeah, I just, it's the fastest place I can save just to guarantee I'll finish the game.
Excellent.
But it probably would have made more sense to save in Torian, but whatever.
Well, if it's on the way,
right? Adding the 2 door transitions wouldn't have cost me the race. Dying would have regardless, so it didn't really matter.
Well, it's certainly an interesting choice, but you want to see something like that in court, for these less skillful, less experienced runners. They want to incorporate that into their strategy.
Yeah, do they? Well,
absolutely.
I don't know. I have differing opinions on whether I should watch the restream or not when I'm running. If I know that it's going to be a super close race, or if I know that it's somebody that I really have to play my best to beat, then I won't watch it. But if it's somebody that we're about even, right? So if I'm having a good run, I don't necessarily have to be at the top of my game because both of us are going to fluctuate one way or the other. So it was good knowledge to have whether I should.
Right, you are, Cross. It was a bold strategy for sure. But another thing that everyone in chat noticed, and I noticed too, you just had a brilliant all 4 boss fights. Like Crate Quick Kill. Okay, Crate Quick Kill, is at a high level, is nearly automatic. It's not something that's missed very often. But a 2-round Fantoon and like a 1 3/4 round Dragon.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's all right.
I bumped a button on my keyboard that apparently puts my computer to sleep.
Oh no, that's just bad luck.
Right. So in a race where it's going to be close, it's good knowledge, whether I want to pick up that extra super missile or extra missile packet moat, which I did. So that's why that was my head going into it. Was that it could go either way. So I want to know if I'm ahead, then I might want to take some safety. Which I think maybe the save was a bit much, but the missile pack and moat is a nice pickup for safety. Absolutely. Maybe even a Ridley E tank, but I don't even feel bad going in the Mother Brain with 4 tanks, so I don't really think about the Ridley E tank anymore. But if I were maybe like a 55 runner, I would think about getting that Ridley E tank in a race situation that I knew I was ahead.
Right on. So I think when your computer was going to sleep, I started to go into the next question, which was, you just had a brilliant set of boss fights.
Yes, Ridley could have gone better. Actually, Crate could have gone better. Crate was actually awful. But yeah, Fantoon, I missed the mid opening, but I landed all my X factors. Bottoon was almost flawless. I missed. There were a couple problems with Bottoon, but it did go rather smoothly. Dragon was pretty much perfect, and yeah, so they were all relatively good. My problem with Bottoon, one is that I don't know if you could hear, but I landed 3 out of 4 X Factor shots, which I don't even know how that's possible. Like, I figure if 2 are hitting, then, like, if 3 are hitting, how does the 4th corner not? I don't know. Maybe it hit him in the butt, but I landed 3 X Factor shots, so I missed an X Factor. That was a problem. But my bigger problem with Bottoon was my health. I went in with 70. Pretty much tanked a hit immediately just to get in his face, and then I'm like, all right, let's tone it back a little bit. Let's try not to get hit again, so I don't get health bombed. And I got a pretty nice pattern in round 2. I still needed 3 super missiles, but I got a slime pattern or whatever, a peekaboo pattern, I guess, and that allowed me to land 3 super missiles, in as soon as round 2 started. So that was good.
Very nice.
So a combination of awareness and good RNG for the Batoon fight.
Right on. Excellent performance. And GG's to Nevdi as well. Nevdi couldn't join us, as he said in chat. It's very early where he's from, so he doesn't want to wake anybody up. That's very thoughtful of him. But so you're moving on to the next round, which is going to be the top 8. And your opponent is Aussie 101.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah. All right. Good. I'll see you guys next year. Aussie's really good.
You got to give yourself more credit than that. I mean, Aussie is a tremendously talented runner, one of the only new route runners in this tournament, and has actually recently gotten a 46, which I believe is the first time anybody.
So basically, if he just decides to run old route instead, so that he doesn't risk dying, then that's it. That's good. No, man, good luck to him. It'll be fun to watch. It'll be fun to run. That might be one where I don't watch the restream, similar to my run against John. I know John's the superior runner, and I didn't have, really. I mean, in all reality, the only way I would beat John is if he died, and I didn't want to like cheese the whole race with that in mind. I just wanted to put a good run in, so I didn't watch the restream against John, and I probably won't watch it against Aussie either.
Well, you've laid your strategy bare for all to see, but we're looking. Yeah,
you'll miss my snarky comments in the chat room. Sorry, chat.
No, we loved it. We love the participation by the runners in chat always at the cutscenes when they're able.
Oh, I can get it. I can type in a good 4 or 5 letters in each door transition.
Now that is impressive.
As long as I don't bump that key that puts my computer to sleep, it's fine.
I think you got to rebind that key, Cross. That could be race ending.
I don't even know where it is.
Oh my goodness!
Is this it's one of these? Maybe it's this one with the little power icon on it, or the moon. I swear I bumped something on the other side of my keyboard. I don't know.
It just might be the one with the little power icon. Oh my goodness. Well, Cross, I think we're gonna get ready to wrap things up. Do you have any final words before we end the top 16, the round of 16 here?
I do, and if you don't mind, there is a very hype Super Metroid race coming up in 45 minutes. I don't know if you got a chance to plug this, but Super Metroid crowd control is a thing now, and there's a premiere race in 45 minutes on the Vanilla Speed Gaming channel.
So it's on the big channel. It's on Speed Gaming. Excellent.
Yeah. So bring your bits, guys. Don't forget to cheer Bleed Purple, and we're gonna have a good old time trolling Wild Anaconda and Alucard 2004.
Oh, that should be terrific, especially with Alucard and Wild both racing, and chat able to determine their fate, if you will.
Yeah, you guys are the stars of the show.
Turn those bits into coins and utilizing that crowd control console.
Your name is in the title, guys. You're the crowd.
So all the more incentive to visit, and remember that as part of the Bleed Purple campaign, I believe all bit donations are going to be going towards charity, or that Twitch will match them. Cross, can you fill in my knowledge gap here?
I'm afraid not. I do not.
It's for a good cause. I don't know what it is, but it's for charity.
It's for Bleed Purple.
It's for Bleed Purple. Outstanding.
Purple Cross. Is it? I don't know if that's a thing.
I'm not sure either. But GG's to you, Cross, and congratulations on moving on to the next round.
Hey, thanks for commentating, Hockey.
It's always a pleasure.
See you next mission.
Wow. All right. So as Cross said, we will see you next mission. But before we do, let's just go through the lineup here real quick. We're going to have in the next round, we'll have Cheaty Face 4 versus Essie, Airy Theta versus Borlax, Rawsu versus Maniacal 42, and as mentioned earlier, Aussie 101 versus Cross Product. So Stay tuned. We're going to have some really hype races in this next round, in this quarterfinal round of the Super Metroid Prodigy Tournament 2019. And with that, I've been your commentator, the Hockey Towner, and on behalf of everyone associated with the Super Metroid Prodigy Tournament, I'd like to wish you all a very, very wonderful day. And we will see you next mission.